Hey, what's up everyone? MK Tom Brady here. In this video I want to go over Fujin and kind of like, I think he's a pretty solid character, or I'm going over fighting against him, not going over him directly. He's a pretty solid character in Variation 1, Variation 2. Variation 3 is kind of weird. Jury's still out on it. Not really sure how good it is, but it's definitely too soon to tell. So I fight Fujin quite a lot. I've used him quite a bit. I do very well against this character. At this point, there's a lot of gimmicks that are being used because obviously people are trying to figure out what's good and what's not. So, but even when more solid stuff gets learned, you're always going to have to learn how to get around the gimmicks, just in general, just to kind of force the player to play solid and take advantage of their mistakes. So I'm going to go over a few things here, and hopefully this helps people. So for one thing, Fujin has this this string. We're going to start with the first hit, back 1-1. Now back 1 by itself, minus 16. If he tries to stagger, pretty easy punish. Pretty much whatever your most devastating punishers are going to hit this quite easily. Then he has back 1-1. This is minus 14. Again, pretty easy to punish. Jabs, whatever you want to punish it with. So if you make the read, if he does back 1, stagger, punish. If he does back 1-1, you make the read, punish. Pretty much punishes him whenever you make the read on the stagger. Then he can, if he wants, he can pretty much go ahead and do the entire string. So he can, did the wrong one there. So this right here is minus 17. It's pretty easy punish if you have like fast advancing special like Sub-Zero slide, Liu Kang's fly kick. Anything that's really fast advancing special should be able to punish this. Now he can also cancel into his gun. And there's a couple of things he can do with this. He can straight shot, which obviously if you're a character like this, you can just go under it. Or you can still block it. It is still minus 13. So again, like if you have something fast advancing, it should punish it. He can also angle this. So if you try to duck it or whatever it is, he can angle his gun so that you cannot duck it. So he can do something like this. If you try to duck it, it's going to hit you. But this right here is even more minus 20. Or I think you can be, if you stand up, it's minus 18. If you duck it, it's minus 20. I don't know why I said minus 20 the first time. Either way, it's easy for burst to punish. You can punish it with a lot more than just Sub-Zero here. You might even be able to, you can flawless block it as well. Make it minus 21. So if you flawless block it, it's minus 21, which, pretty much, Shao Kahn's shoulder will punish it at that point. And so if you think he's going to cancel to the gun or finish the string, etc., or stagger, there's always a window to punish it. Now, obviously, he also has this safe special that he does. He does this in this variation here, and it's then he cancels into this right here, and then he amplifies it, so you see it's 0 on block. But you can flawless block it and punish it. Now here's the thing about this. Once you flawless block this, at this point in the game, it loses its pushback. So if you notice right now, it's no longer pushing back. So for the rest of the match, it's always minus 6 even without the flawless block. So instead of being 0 and with pushback, he's now right next to you. So you notice if I reset it without the flawless block, notice it's going to push me back some, and this isn't 0. Once I flawless block it, oops, then all of a sudden it's so you get your punish first of all, and then for the rest of the match, there's no pushback. I'm assuming that's going to get fixed, but for right now, it will always lose its pushback. So instead of 0, it'll be minus 6 for the rest of the match. So for the rest of the match, he's going to be -6 and always right next to you. So once you flawless block it once, you don't even have to even punish it. Like once you flawless block it, it pretty much breaks the move for the rest of the fight. He can also go into his Skywalker from this, you know, so if he does it like off of, you know, back 1-1, Skywalker, and he can like cancel it right away. This actually, if you time this right, is full combo punish. So it's just punish there. Or you can just do like something like that, something ranged. But if you don't have anything ranged, you can still like go forward and jab it. He can also, again, if you're expecting that, he can Skywalker right here, using this string, and land right in front of you. Also unsafe. Of course, there are options from this as well. He can stay in the air and do his dive kick, which, you know, if you're looking for him to land, that'll punish you. But of course, dive kick is unsafe. So if he does his dive kick from that, it's a full combo punish. You can amplify it to stop you from punishing him, but again, once you block the amplify, it's again a full combo punish. I guess I could go over those examples, but there's really no reason to. Just when you block the dive kick, when you make the read amplify or non-amplify, which once you successfully block it, it's just pretty much it's an easy combo punish. Most people have problems with the Skywalker stuff. You kind of have to like make the read on what he's going to do, but pretty much everything he does is unsafe. You know, it's like everything he does is unsafe. Like there is no, you know, like second or third mechanic to where he can, you know, once you make the read, he can do this still and make you guess 2 or 3 times. It's just he doesn't work that way. Now, if he were to do something like this, right here from this range, it's -16, but you notice I'm not really in range of anything. So here, you have to do an advancing special. You have to realize there's a lot of guard stun on this. Like a lot of guard stun. So while it's really, really minus, there's a lot of guard stun. And like, you know, if they do this at closer ranges, it's a pretty easy punish. And they can do this off pretty much any string. They can do it off his low slide. They do this off of a lot of different things, and they try to mix up amplify or non-amplify. But again, it doesn't really matter. You get the read on it, you're going to punish it. Either option every single time. It doesn't really matter. When it comes to the low slide in general is it's minus on block. A lot of times low slide can be confirmed. It gets confirmed into full combos. But if you're looking for the confirm and you block it, it's pretty much punished with whatever you want. Also, if you flawless block this move, oops, let me just do this second hit. Has a follow-up, that's safe, -7. But even though I have a 6-frame jab, it doesn't reach. However, if you notice, if you flawless block it, the second hit can't come out. So if you ever make a read on the slide and you flawless block it, it doesn't really matter if they input the second hit or not. It doesn't come out. Also, a few other strings they do. This string right here. I believe it's this string right here has a flawless block gap. First of all, it's high. Like the first hit's high, just in case you were wondering. And if you duck the first hit, flawless block the second. It's an easy launch. If you do block it all, flawless block that string. So either way, it's pretty easy. Whatever you make the read there. And again, his best mid is back 1-1 after that, and that's just going to get him killed. He does have his forward 4-3. Oops. This string right here. And this is pretty good. It's, first of all, if you block it, just know it says -7, but again, too far away for a down 1. But it does have a flawless block gap in it, so it is. Oops. Oh my this is a pretty easy punish. It's actually not a hard gap to blow up. It's quite easy to blow that up. So pretty much, you know, like a lot of that stuff that you see people do, it's pretty much all negative. It's all unsafe. It's all, a lot of this stuff is kind of gimmicky. So really, a lot of times you can kind of force Fujin to be unsafe, challenge him constantly, challenge his staggers, make him finish the string. So a lot of times with a lot of his strings that are unsafe, you challenge him every time, don't let him stagger. He starts finishing the string, and then he finishes him, you punish that. If he cancels into a special, you punish the special. If he amplifies it, you flawless block it. Not only do you get the punish, but then you break the special for the rest of the match, at least until that mechanic gets patched. All of it, other stuff, unsafe, pretty much all unsafe, all flawless block gaps, pretty much all the way across the board. So just in general, and he's got like a few other strings as well that you want to look out for, like this right here. This is -5, just in case you were wondering. This is completely safe. The 1-2, I see people, Fujin players do this all the time. 1-2, 4-3-4. And in case you were wondering, there's no flawless block gap. It looks like there might be one, but notice I can't even move. Like I'm completely dead. So that's completely safe. But again, it is -5, so you can get your turn back right away. I see sometimes they stay blocking after this, and then the Fujin player just keeps going crazy. So just know that even that string is -5, so you pretty much strike through a mix-up right there. He really can't move. Can't backdash, can't fatal blow, nothing. So, yeah, just in general, right now I think Fujin is really solid. I mean, also, like, he has this... this move here, it's really unsafe, and a lot of times they'll do this. Oops, see if I can do this. Just dash up. It's mega unsafe. They'll try to gimmick it, like do that or amplify it backwards or whatever. But whatever you make the read, non-amplify or amplify, he's dead. You know, there's no way to make it completely safe. So again, pretty much anything he has in any of his variations is complete death, period. I'll just cover this very quickly in his third variation, just in case people don't know this. But I'll cover it briefly anyway. So his third variation, the only difference is that this variation has this this push move here, and think about this push, and it has these the armor breaking kicks, but they all have kind of that, except for variation 2. But this push here, make sure he's not blocking. This push here, if you look at the frame data, it's -5 on hit. It does no damage. See, I can hit him with 1,000 pushes. There's no damage with the amplify. But, it's -5 on hit. On block, it's -15. It's closer in, so it's pretty minus. So it's minus on block, minus on hit, and it does no damage. It's got to be amplified to do any damage. So it's completely gimmicky. Then of course he has these kicks. I mean, I don't know who falls for this, but this right here is he's just dead. He goes past you. A lot of people, I guess, hesitate, and they're late dashing in, but again, it's all unsafe. So pretty much everything this character has is unsafe. It's just all death on block. Literally everything the character has is unsafe. There are some characters in the game that I guess you could use Jackie as the example where everything after shrapnel is unsafe. However, she can do single shrapnel, double shrapnel, triple shrapnel. So while she's unsafe, she has multiple layers to make it safe-ish because you have to guess multiple times. With Fujin, once you make the initial read, when you're right, nothing he can do about it. He's dead. Full combo punish. There's no second and third layer once you make the read. So it is kind of gimmicky. It can be quite overwhelming at first. Once you get used to it, the match kind of moves slow in your head. I guess if you don't ever play Fujin, like I've been playing him nonstop pretty much since the game came out, so kind of get used to seeing it. But overall, a lot of the stuff he does is really, really, really unsafe. It's just right now, especially if you're not used to it, you're probably not capitalizing on it. But while he is a solid character, there's plenty of opportunity for his opponents to kind of make the right read and punish him. So hope this video helps everybody, and yeah, stay tuned for more content.